Hello, my honeys. This is Kamara with the Black Dove Oracle, and welcome to my channel. I will be your reader for this pick a card reading that is giving you some insights to when earth angels meet. So this is a little bit of a romantic pick a card. If you aren't into the romance readings, I have plenty of other readings that you might want to get into on the channel. And just know that we are going to just be talking about this is a reading. First of all, I'm going to preface it by saying I think this reading is probably for people who are maybe looking for a crush connection. They're in a new connection, or they might be in a current connection. I don't think this is going to be very much about the past, but you never know because, these readings, they happen as the way they happen. So let's get into your pile choices. You may be picking the pile from the artwork at the beginning of this reading, or you may pick from one of these three groups, or you may choose with your astrology, which I'm going to choose from these cards. And then there's the timestamps. A lot of people like to use numerology. I use numerology to pick my pick a cards. So, either way, however you do it, it's your process and it's right for you. So group number one, we have the archetype deck, and let me just show you one of them. We have the Hermit card. It says the light attribute seeks solitude to focus intently on inner life, serves personal creativity. The shadow attribute is withdraws from society out of fear or negative judgment of others, refuses to help those in need. That's the shadow. So that's the archetype deck, and that will be group number one. Group number two is I always forget the name of this deck. What is it? Oh, it's the New Chapter Tarot. New Chapter Tarot. And you have the Ace of Pentacles, or Ace of Disc, new beginning in your material life. That's group number two. Group number three is the Healing Waters Oracle. Group number three. And you have stagnant waters, feeling stuck, calling for shift, flow, and change. Let's pick one more card. You have Metamorphosis. Embrace transformation. Things are now different. So there's one other option. We want to pick some signs. If you want to pick your groups with signs, I'm going to pick 4 signs for each pile. These won't be the official astrology of these groups, but could help you pick the deck. Could pick the pile. Group number 1, we have Taurus. We have Sagittarius. And we have Aries. Group number 2, we have Aquarius, Capricorn, and Gemini. Group number 3, we have Scorpio, Cancer, Virgo, and Libra. Group number 2, I'm going to put Leo over here. And group number 1, I'm going to put Pisces over there. I forgot I needed to choose 4 cards, not 3. So we'll reiterate those when we go to different piles. I'm going to give you a moment. I'm going to leave you a moment right here. Somebody requested that I leave a little moment so that you can connect with the piles. And the timestamps are going to be below, my honeys. And yeah, if you at all resonate with my channel, could you please consider giving me a thumbs up before you leave? And yeah, if you like the way that I read and you want to stay connected, please subscribe to my channel. If you click that bell, you will get notified when I upload new readings. So let's go to your readings now, my honeys. Okay. Hello, my honeys. This is Kamara, and group number 1, this is your reading. What happens when earth angels meet? What is it about this meeting with this person, whether you've met them already or you will be meeting them? We're going to talk a little bit about the energy of both of you, especially around the idea that you're earth angels, that you're here on a special mission. And that special mission somehow is bringing you both together. I don't know. I feel that, group number 1. But let's go with the energy check here before we get into the reading. Let's just check. Who is in this pile? Who is this potential partner? What's your energy? What's their energy? And we'll pick one more card. Okay. So this is going to be a little bit of an energy check. You could see if these cards resonate with you. They could be mirrored. They could be switched. So I'm not going to say who's who, but out of the partners here, I don't know why, but Spirit is saying there might be a third person here. I like to listen to my intuition, so I'm going to take one more card. I don't know what that situation is just yet, but there's 3 personalities here. And one person gonna have 2 personalities. I don't know what's happening yet. Y'all, I'm just listening to my intuition. So let's go with the first energy in the relationship. Direction, guardian. It says here, choose your path. Second card, Shield Maiden. Make plans and focus. And that third mystery card, She-Wolf. Unleash the wild within. You know, Spirit is saying to me that they chose these 2 cards as one energy in the relationship, and the other person is the direction guardian. Okay, thanks for that clarity, Spirit. Because I was like, are there 3 people in this relationship? No, you all, there are polyamorous relationships, and so if that 3 is looking good to you in that sense, keep it that way. But Spirit is kind of saying this is one person's personality, which makes them such a very divine feminine energy, very strong, witchy even. The She-Wolf is about someone who's really stepping into their wild feminine power. Now, this is regardless of gender. It could just be someone who's really connected to their feminine energy. But that feminine energy also comes in the form of like a warrior, someone who is very focused, someone who's very intense. When it comes to their work, they take it seriously. But at the same time, there's an element to this person of deep play, of deep connection with the mysteries of life. So there's something here about this person being, because you see how the Shield Maiden holds that sword. So there's something very logical about this person. You know, it's one of those situations where I feel like if this is you, group number 1, you're good at the science and all those kind of real logical kind of career choices, but then at the same time on the weekends you're this like witch who's like building labyrinths and concocting herbal potions. I mean, it's a very this person lives in a very like stark binary in the sense of like who they are at work and who they are on the weekend or in their personal life. It kind of is a little different. So the other energy here is the direction guardian. This is someone who I could see why you both would be a couple, group number one, because this is a person who likes to do things their own way. They have taken and made many choices about living life off the beaten track. So this is a person who's really unique. They may be an artist or create in some kind of way. This person also could be very well known. Like it could be someone who has a lot of visibility to them for the things they do. So if they are popular for something they do, they might be a popular kind of artist or something very unique, not something that everyone's doing. This person could also be in the legal field, which is interesting because then again, I would say that you both have this thing in common of like you work a regular 9 to 5, but then when you're outside of your life, you both are really into creativity and artistry and going to festivals. Maybe this person could be a DJ, like, lawyer by day, DJ by night. I don't know, that's very specific. But for someone else, I think you both attract each other because you both have one foot in the 3D and another foot in the 5D. And I think that when you both find each other, you're like, oh, I didn't even know there was another person in the world like me. I really think you're going to think that. If this was your group, I forgot to mention the signs. Pisces, Aries, Sagittarius, Taurus. Those could be some of the signs that are involved in this group, but it's not the official signs for this group, so don't worry if you're not connecting with any of those signs. They were mostly there for people to pick their pile, but they could have you could see your sign in here. You could see your person's potential sign in here too. So what is it when earth angels meet? What is the energy here that's happening between the both of you? Because I think when you both connect, there's this sense of like you both being these kind of loners out in the world, not even thinking that, you both could be like, well, I would love to find someone who had the same interests as me. But maybe for some of you, you've thought, oh, I'm looking for a unicorn. And ta-da, you're not, because, or maybe you found your unicorn actually, because Spirit gave you your person. So group number one, I think one person here is very much out in the community, doing things that are important to them, advocating for work that's important for them. They may very well be an actual teacher. They could teach, at any level. I'm kind of getting that they might be a science teacher, though. Spirit wanted me to, like, physics, science. This person, it's kind of interesting because I was getting lawyer before. But, there could be different careers. Someone, I think, is a teacher, though. What they teach, we're doing a collective reading, so it could be more than one. They could teach law. They could teach science, I'm getting, or something around earth sciences. There's really something kind of earthy about this person. Could very much get that Taurus energy here. They could be a Taurus. This person's very dedicated to their work. They're like an activist. If this is you, group number 1, then this could be you too. You could be in that energy. There's more here Spirit wants me to clarify with, but let me just go to the energy of the other person. Hedonist. And it says here, inspires creative energy to embrace good things in life, celebrates the beauty in yourself. The shadow attribute is pursues pleasure to the detriment of health, indulges in the expenses of others. You also have rebel. Challenges authority to affect social change, rejects spiritual systems that do not serve inner needs. Also says rejects legitimate authority out of anger, rebels out of peer pressure or fashion. The second energy here is much more of a fighter, like a warrior, someone who doesn't mind confrontation, especially when it comes to issues they think are important. I get a sense that in this group number 1, that you both are going to connect with a social issue, and you may connect with that social issue outside of the workplace. I don't really get the sense that you both work together, but I do feel like you both connect over a certain issue. I mean, when at the time that I'm filming this, even though it is a timeless reading, there is a serious conflicts happening around the world that you both could be advocating for victims of war. You both could be advocating for certain kinds of end to certain exploitations of people. Whatever it is, you both in this, I think that you both are attracted to the same kind of maybe political or social work, but you both might in your other lives, you may not be doing that professionally. It's just something that you're personally interested in. You're interested in community work on a personal level. Now, Spirit is also pointing out that one person could be very much into being tattooed. And shamanism of some sort. I do believe, and you all can let me know in the comments, both of this couple might be involved in the mystical arts of some sort, whether you both like witchcraft or you both like shamanism or some kind of, it could be anything, y'all. It could be yoga, it could be meditation. I mean, it doesn't have to be like really heavy deep, but I do get something more of a like kind of nature-based, spiritual-based practice for some of you. It's a collective reading. Take it where it resonates. Okay, so let's see what else is coming up when these two meet, group number 1, because you all have a lot in common, and I think that's what's gonna keep drawing you both in. It's like, we have a lot in common here, and maybe from the outside it would seem like you didn't, but once you guys start to get to know each other, tell me, Spirit, what do you want group number 1 to know about this relationship? There's gonna be some attraction. That might actually attract you all first. Like, who's that? Somebody is most definitely, if there's a person with a I think I could say this word and it might not get flagged. If there is a body in this relationship that has a lingam, that person is very attracted to the other energy. If it's an opposite, it doesn't even have to be opposite. It could be anybody. Whoever this person's attracted to, if they have a lingam, it's activated a lot. If you get what I'm saying. It's not supposed to be an 18 plus. I'm just saying. This person's attracted to you. There's a lot of physicality happening here. You have Two of Wands. This person is not going to necessarily know how to approach you. That's interesting. Let me see. This person might not. Say more, Spirit. Say more, Spirit. I think this person sees you as someone who's a little no nonsense. I mean, this is the kind of person that could come in when you're talking about something really passionate. And you're like, oh, hell no, I'm not going to take any kind of BS on that. Like they're going to come in the middle of some intense conversation. Or maybe they're even going to come in the middle of a conversation where you're just like not taking any BS. You're just like, listen, this is how it is. And this is how we're going to do it. Whatever it is, they come in and they see you as somewhat of a no nonsense authority who's a little bit I'm going to say this and you all just let me know if it resonates for some of you, a little bit by the book. I'm saying this, spirit is saying by the book, not by the book. There's something about you challenging something that's by the book. Yeah. So, like I said, when I said something about this person being about the law, whoever this is, they can take the law and they can look at the law in a particular way that it's not always how it is analyzed. I have no idea what that really means, but maybe someone is in the legal field and they have an innovative approach to how they regard the law, how they work with the law, or this can be someone within this relationship works with certain laws. Remember I said the laws of physics even. This could be someone who is able to do, Spirit is showing me the word workaround. There's something innovative with how this person thinks about the book. The book. So if this is you, group number 1, there's something innovative about the way that you interpret things by the book. Or there's a way in which you could still do things by the book, but you come in and you insert with that knife that this being is holding. You come in and you insert the logic into whatever the book is. I'm hearing one more thing, and this is a collective reading, y'all, so I'm sorry. I hope you're following me, but there's a few different scenarios that Spirit is showing me. Spirit is also showing me someone who can work with magic, which really does fit for your group. Group number 1. They're showing me someone who works with the laws of magic, but they use science. Okay, take it where it resonates. What else, Spirit? So that person, they might see you as this, or you see them as that. We have the Chariot in reverse. We have the 3 of Baskets in reverse. And we have the Moon in reverse. I think, too, how when you two Earth angels meet, because really, I'm going to wait till the very end of the last group to verify this, but I wonder if the Earth angels really do have an Earth mission. So I'm curious of the other piles. I haven't read the other piles yet, but I'm curious about the Earth mission of these Earth angels bringing them together. I have a feeling that is why these images came forward for a pick a card reading. But, I could explain more about my process later. But sometimes the art comes first. And then I'm like, okay, what's the reading here? The reading was when Earth angels meet. One of you does not like to keep secrets. You want to be, you are who you say you are. You do what you say you're going to do. You don't back away from a conflict. You don't back away from a fight. Strong personality. Very strong personality. Yeah. And not afraid to take action on anything. That could be even for the both of you, because I'm kind of getting some cards that are coming out. Yeah. Both of you are considered very successful in the kind of work that you do. And I think something that you both may even end up doing collectively will come out very victorious. So if you both are coming together and you're working on a community project, or you're doing some advocacy or activism, it's going to come out very successful. You're going to have some big wins with that. And that could probably be very beneficial to your relationship. Group number 1. Anything else, Spirit, that you want to say about this relationship? Maybe we should just ask about the relationship. Like, what's the romantic part? Because it's definitely got some energy. There's a card turned over here. Let me just turn it over really quick. Okay. So what's the romance? How are they going to the mate? What's the relationship like? Ooh. Spirit is saying you could take these. Okay. Wow. There's going to be a lot of, like, I feel like a lot of times where you both just kind of talk to each other and meditate with each other. There's a lot of conversations, deep conversations in this relationship. I think you both are going to be very good friends. You both hold some very same kind of emotional expressions. I really do see you both as good friends. Now, this is so interesting, you all. Look at this. 3 and 3. And remember, I was like told to do 3. So here's a couple of scenarios. I am thinking, and it's rare because I don't really get a lot of people telling me if they're into polyamory on this channel. I mean, I just haven't so far. But if you are, this could be your 2 other partners that you're going to be meeting. Because look, there's 3 and 3s here. And, you know, they're showing 3 in the cup sense and 3 in the coin sense. Now, if this isn't romantic, you are meeting 2 other friends that are going to be very good friends. They might be business partners as well as people that you really love and respect. So there's that too. I just had to put that out there because Spirit is saying the nature of the relationships are going to be 3-person kind of energy. Y'all let me know in the comments below if I should be more inclusive of polyamory relationships, because if that's the case, I will be. But it is definitely coming out strong here. Yeah. It's the kind of relationship where you all have a deep respect and love for each other. And there's no sense, there's a lot of open communication, so there's no sense of anyone being cheated on or a sense that, you know, someone's going to be blindsided. I really feel like if you are, you know, I'm going to talk from my own kind of work expertise, because, you know, sometimes I work with a lot of people who are in polyamorous relationships. I'm just going to say that there's a lot of communication here in this relationship, and it's going to account for you all just being very successful and really, you know, you all look good doing this. I mean, you all kind of have a certain kind of I don't want to say it looks good on all of y'all. That's all I can say. I mean, you all seem to be very happy in this kind of arrangement. And there's something here about nothing's a secret. Nothing is secret. Look, it's all out. You all might even let other people know, hey, we're all in a working relationship or some sort. Again, if it's not romantic, it's really beautiful friendships, beautiful business partnerships. But there's a little bit of an energy of a third somewhere, so I wanted to put that out there. It doesn't have to be for everyone. Could just still be two energies, but I'm kind of seeing three. Okay. So, group number 1. If you resonated with this reading, do you mind giving me a thumbs up? Please comment below if you want some more polyamory content. I mean, I can definitely include that in some of my relationship readings. If you like the way that I read and you want to stay in contact, please subscribe to my brand new channel and click the bell, and you'll be notified when I upload new readings. If this is where we end, my honeys, much best of luck with your Earth Angel meeting. I really feel like this is going to be a very interesting relationships. Okay, take care. Hello, group number 2. This is Kamara with the Black Dove Oracle. Welcome to your pick a card reading on when Earth Angels meet. It is a little bit of a relationship reading. It doesn't necessarily have to always be romantic. So if you're looking for something platonic or information on that, it might be here, just kind of like integrated where it could feel like it resonates. If you chose this group by zodiac signs, we have Leo here, we have Gemini, we have Capricorn, and we have Aquarius. It's not necessarily the official signs of this group, more just that people wanted to pick with those energies, maybe. So, Earth Angels, when they meet, because this is implying it's a little bit of a romance reading, but we'll see. You know, group number 1 had some different energy, surprising stuff, but very interesting. So, group number 2, when Earth Angels meet, we are going to first start with the energy check. So this is where I will put down a couple of cards and we'll just see if this is your group. Like, if this is going to be someone that you are interested in, what would be their characteristics? So what's the energy between you two? And if it doesn't seem like it fits, just pick another group, okay? So the person number 1, I'm not going to take it out because I kind of flipped over. Person number 1 in this group will be represented by this card. And person number 2, and feel free to interchange. The energies might mirror each other. So, you know, take it where it resonates. Group number 2, the energy check on one person is the Stargazer. Set your sights higher. And the energy of the other person, High Priest. Intend and create. So I'm definitely going to say here that someone might be an Aquarius. Yeah, I'm really feeling that Aquarius energy for one of these partners. But let's go over the energy of the potential relationship if it isn't there. So, you know, one person, the Stargazer, I get a sense that this is a real, well, one or two things, because sometimes people can feel like astrology and astronomy they kind of beef with each other sometimes, right? Because one feels like, oh, like some people in astronomy might say, oh, well, that's astrology is like a pseudoscience or something, and vice versa. So, this person might be into the stars, the astronomy. They may even have a telescope at their house. Now, if this is you, this is you. Take it where it resonates. One person really loves to look into the stars. They may even dream about space travel. They may identify with coming from Orion or Sirius, or maybe they identify with strong planetary forces. This might be a person who, what is that? Something resonance, harmonic resonance. Is that the right term? You all let me know in the comments. This person might be into planetary shifts. They watch that. They track it. They may just be into astrology altogether. Whatever it is, this person has a concept of evolving through spiritual knowledge and wisdom. And this person loves to dive into the science behind the stars and the planets. And so this is a person who could just talk about that a lot. They love it a lot. They can give you a lot of deep insights to yourself based on your birth chart. They might be a novice at this, or they may be someone who's like really deeply into it. So Spirit is not saying whether or not they have like a career in this, but they're deeply interested in the stars. They might be an astronomer or an astrologist. The other person is equally curious about the sciences, but this person likes to focus on the deep past, the ancient past. So there's a way in which, one person likes to research the stars and the cosmos, and like the other one likes to research the sciences of the past. This person could be very much into Egyptian culture, Egyptian cosmology. They don't have to be Egyptian, but they're into that. This is a person who could very much be into the yogic sciences as well. So I'm kind of getting that as well. They could be Egyptian. Spirit was like, they could be Egyptian. But either way, I'm looking at a couple here, a partnership here of some sort that's starting to feel like it is coming together based on each partner's kind of wisdom and research around the sciences. Maybe there's even something specifically interesting astrologically about something Egyptian. That's what Spirit is kind of saying. So let's see what Spirit has to say about this relationship. If you feel like that's possibly this is your pile, then stay here because we are continuing on. If not, you could choose another pile. So this relationship, 8 of Wands. It's going to move quite quickly. We have the Princess of Cups in reverse. We have the 5 of Disc upright. And we have the 2 of Disc in reverse. It's interesting. I think that this person wants to come towards you, but they've been feeling like they're a little bit unsure of themselves. Like they're unsure of how you're going to relate to them. Maybe there is like something about the both of you looking at the sciences in a particular way and never being really sure if you're going to run into a colleague that understands the focus of your work. And maybe for some of you, that's put you in a place of feeling like on the outside of things. Maybe sometimes when you talk about the work that you do, people want to call it pseudoscience, or people want to criticize it. And you're wondering maybe if this person would do the same. You're wondering how they think about the work that you do, and vice versa. There's a sense of like, I don't want to be judged by this person, but you also, I'm not saying that you think you would be, but just there's something there about you not fully coming forward or leading with the work that you do. Someone could have just decided, I'm not built for relationships. King of Wands. Yeah, someone could have decided in a real kind of like self-critical way that they're not built for typical relationships. And that's really, I want to say, because in pile number 1, I thought about a theme that might be possible across all of these groups. And that theme is that Earth Angels are very unique. They're here on a mission. They're here to do things. And a lot of times it's in service, obviously, to the earth. So sometimes they're going to feel a little outside of society because they have such a special mission and dedication to their work that a lot of people may not understand. Yeah, there's something about having to pave your own way, having to create your own path because it's so unusual. But your interests are unusual, but they fit you just as they fit your partner. So let's talk about this relationship. What's happening in this relationship? Because it seems like you both are for each other. There's a lot of commonality here, a lot of connection. But Spirit, what's their relationship going to be like? There's a lot, somebody could be Aquarius, Capricorn, Gemini, Leo. So take that, but it doesn't have to be, but just take that out. Okay, Spirit, what's this relationship going to be like? Spirit, Spirit said, you are one person is going to see the other person as someone with a lot of options. They wonder about the kinds of things you do when you're on your own. You have 7 of coins here too. Spirit said to take it upright. You are being seen, group number 2, as someone who has a lot of opportunity, a lot of options. You're also being seen as someone who's like growing their success, growing their wealth. Yeah, you're very much like an Empress energy. This person sees you in Empress energy, meaning you're highly successful, someone who's built a lot for themselves. That is how you're being viewed by this person. How would, Spirit, what's the relationship though? What's the relationship like? Could be a Leo in here. Did I say, yeah, Leo twice. This person could be a Leo. Or you are. I think that you both will hang out a lot. Maybe even in the summer you go, like good and hot months, you'll go to the park, you'll have a picnic. Like there's things that you and this person love to talk about. I don't know why. I don't see a lot of swords here, but I get a sense that you both, you share a lot of information with each other. You learn and teach each other. There's something beautiful about this relationship. Yeah, there's a certain sense of like supporting each other, even being willing to support each other's, stand behind each other, especially when it comes to criticisms about your work or analysis about your work. There's something about this new partner really supporting you. Even if you feel like you have some really out there ideas, this person is like They take it and, what they do is help you balance things out. You may bring an idea to them and be like, hey, I'm thinking about presenting this at this conference. And they'll sit down, they'll listen, and then they'll be like, well, there's a couple of things that you say that I think you might want to find some different words for. Like this is that kind, it's just an example, but I think this person is going to constantly help you figure out how to navigate these worlds and keep your life in balance. Because I get a sense you're very passionate about the subjects you're doing. And again, you all can switch this. It might be you who's working with this person to help them stay more balanced, to help them understand that how to communicate their work to other people. Yeah, with the mothers of baskets here. There's a lot of nurturing in this relationship too, you all. Group number 2. There's a sense of like really want to genuinely help each other, that extended hand, that kindness, that ability to keep everything in balance. It's going to be one of those relationships where I really get a sense that you both want to see each other be happy. You both want to see each other succeed. Yeah, look at that. I mean, I know it's the Page of Pentacles, but look how this figure is pointing to the astrology, right? So one of you for sure are into astrology or astronomy, and you're well learned in it. It's not just like a back of magazine kind of skills and talents. This is somebody who really studies the stars and the cosmos and has like real working knowledge of how that fits in people's everyday lives. Whoever's doing this, you get paid probably very well for your sciences. Any last messages? This is not going to be a person who moves very quickly, though. They may be a little slower when it comes to developing the relationship. It might mean that you both need to get to know each other first. I do get a sense that one or both of you, maybe this has just come from past trauma of being in really conservative spaces that didn't honor or respect your work. And I get a sense that either one or both of you gets a little skittish when it comes to getting to know people, putting yourself out there, because maybe you've been criticized in the past, things like that. And I think this person, whether it's you or them that's kind of skittish, the other person is going to really help you to feel like you belong, that you most definitely have genuine, valid ideas, and this person's really going to affirm who you are, affirm your work. Really, they're a fan. They're a fan of your work. Group number 2. So, any other final messages, Spirit? I don't think there is. We are going to wrap it up here, group number 2. If you resonated with anything that I said, would you mind giving me a thumbs up? If you like the way that I read and you want to stay connected, would you please consider subscribing, clicking the bell, because you get notified when I upload new readings. If this is where we part, thank you so much. I feel so honored to read for you. I really do love reading for the collective. And until next time, take care, my honeys. Hello, my honeys, in group number 3. This is Kamara with Black Dove Oracle, and this is your pick a card reading on When Earth Angels Meet. So it is a little bit of a romantic theme reading, but platonic relationships could come out as well. So we will see. Let's do a little bit of an energy check. But let's first put out what your, if you did choose this pile with astrology, then we have Libra, we have Virgo, we have Cancer, and we have Scorpio. Those energies could include the energies in this reading, but they're not officially the zodiac signs for this group. So take it where it resonates. Okay, my honeys. So before we get into your deck, let's do like a little bit of an energy check just to see if you are resonating with the two energies that might be in this relationship or this Earth Angel meeting. And again, it might be romantic, but it may not be. But what's the energy of the first person is here, and the energy of the second person is here. Okay. So the first person, we have elder. Move beyond ancestral patterns. The second person, warrior. Wow. Be fearless and stand strong. Well, I don't have to mention this to you, group number 3, but you both are very powerful people. Both of you, look at that. You both might have some very prominent fire in your charts, in your astrological charts. And if we look here, are there any fire signs? There's no fire signs right here. But I see both figures holding a wand. You see that? One might be like a spear, but they're both wands. So I'm thinking that you both have some real prominent fire energy in your charts. Could be sun, moon, Venus, Mercury, but there's something there. You both have a fire and passion for each other, that's for sure. Now there's also Spirit is just giving me the download. You both are very committed to the environment, very committed to the earth. Whether you do this as a career or you're just in your personal life, you're looking out for the earth. And comment below if you feel like that resonates with you, because there's something here that both of you are very much connected to your indigenous heritage, I'm hearing. So if that rings a bell for some of you, it's a collective reading, y'all, but both of you could come from an indigenous culture. I can get very specific if we wanted to. Some of y'all might be from Australia or New Zealand. Both of these groups, this is really deep, but both of y'all, this is looking like Australia and New Zealand. You may have family or heritage from those places. One of you all may have a face tattoo or some kind of indigenous tattoo that's ceremonial, both of you could actually, like some kind of symbolism that even has to do with your heritage or your culture. One of you all could be an artist, or you could be into the dream time. Because one person might be into dream time, whether they're working with their dreams or they may be even doing dream time kind of art, or connected to that somehow. If it's not you, you know somebody who does it, or it's in your family. There's one person that's really, really deeply into their ancestors. Like, they work with them deeply. It's just part of their heritage, their culture. Like, there's just a deep ancestral connection. Maybe even in the work that they do. Could be for both of you too. If the energy is mirroring, meaning it sounds like you, it could be both of you. Because there's just something about these two groups. I've never seen these two cards come out before when I've done like a relationship reading. So it's very much like you both have so much in common. And it's almost like you're from the same geographical area. So even if neither of you are from Australia or from New Zealand, there's something about like the way that you two are located. Like, okay, so say if both of you were in the northern United States, I would say that you're both indigenous, but you're from two different indigenous groups here. You know, like somebody could be Pueblo and another person could be Alone. You know, this is very specific if you know those communities. So there's something there about that. You may not necessarily know this until you both start to get into a relationship. Because, I mean, it would be something someone would talk about, or you both are well known for some reason in that there's something about aspect of your life that's well known. Spirit is saying to take one card each from this deck. The Pearl, Alchemy, the reward at the end, from grit to grace. The other person, Isle of Avalon, healing, returning to wholeness and transformation. So one person in this relationship has really had to like work hard on their lives. I mean, they had a difficult time, maybe even growing up. They may have been food insecure, housing insecure growing up. There may have been really tough times for this person. And there's something about their indigenous wisdom. They were able to cultivate into a living. They were able to cultivate into some kind of knowledge base that allows them to stabilize their lives. And they could have done anything like written a book, or they may have a class or a course. They could be making art and selling it. You know, whatever one person in this relationship had to stabilize their life. And their life is starting to come into some kind of reward. You know what I mean? Like they're reaping the rewards of some hard work that they've done, whether it's on a project in work or life. They are reaping the rewards and they've turned their life around in terms of like their earlier years. The other person is also transforming. There's a lot of healing that has happened here. This person has been living close to the earth. They may have been farming, I'm seeing, or they're doing some kind of gardening. There's something where this person has been using their connection to the earth to help heal themselves and help transform their lives, maybe even build something community-wise that is real nurturing to their neighbors and community. So take it where it resonates, but that's kind of how I'm seeing it. But let's go to your relationship. Group number 4. Because what is this relationship? Why are you both even coming together? Like, I mean, you both are very much alike, though. I mean, you have a lot in common. But, you know, I'm going to say, because this is the third group, and I was wondering it in group number 1, I feel like the earth angels, they all kind of have a little bit of a common thread running through them, which is there's something here that you're doing in this world, in this lifetime, that's very unique. Unique to you, maybe unique to your culture, unique to the field that you're in. So I could say, you know, through all 3 groups, it's had that energy of you both being kind of like these 2 unicorns coming together. You know what I mean? It's like a rarities that meet each other and say, oh, I'm not that rare after all. There's another person like me. Something like that. The relationship. 9 of Wands in reverse. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Knight of Wands upright. You know, this relationship is going to come after you, one or both of you, have really had to recover from something. You know what I mean? Like you really had to heal from a past something, whether that had to do with a past relationship you're healing from or some kind of past event that was really hard. It was a challenge, and you, one or both of you, are going to meet have gone through that when you meet. And I think that what it's doing is that for one or both of you, there's a little bit of like, I'm coming out of an economically perhaps insecure moment. And I've had to rebuild my life. And there's something about suddenly being ready. Like if this was a crush and someone didn't make a move yet because they were really concerned about building their coffers and getting back on the right track economically, this person is now on the other side of that and they're ready to come and make a move. That is what Spirit's saying. So one person in this Earth Angel meeting may have already had an eye on the other person, but wasn't feeling like they were quite ready to move forward and say, hey, I'm interested, or hey, I want to do this A, B, and C. Yeah, clarifying that 9 of coins under there. Yeah, 9 of coins under the 9 of wands. There may have been some significant, like I told you, one partner, there was some real challenges they had growing up. And it's not like those challenges go away when you become an adult, right? You've got to adopt new habits, adopt new patterns in your life. And so, I think this person had to do a lot of that. And it's going to be revealed in the beginning of the relationship. It's like, oh, I finally feel like I'm at a place where I can ask you out, or I have time to do that, or I have the resources to do that. I mean, they may or may not reveal that. 10 of Swords. One person in this relationship could have been experiencing some financial challenges because of a betrayal of some sort. Someone could have stolen money from them. They could have just gotten a bad deal when they got a divorce. I don't know, but there's something they're going to be recovering from. Like someone in this relationship is going to be coming out of a very challenging period in their life, and I get a sense they're going to be very happy about it. Yeah, look at that, because they're starting to see themselves on the other side of their challenge, on the other side of their issue, and you're going to be meeting a completely different person maybe than they were a while ago. Look at that. Yeah. 6 of Cups. It could even be, I know I said that in the very, very beginning intro, it may not be a lot of past energy here, but this could be somebody from the past. Or it could be someone who, like I said, it could be someone who's had a lot of past life energy with you. I'm hearing that too, which is, you didn't know them in this life. I mean, they were dropped into whatever situation they're in this life, and they had to emerge. They had to come to a certain place where they could meet you, group number 4. Because I get, for some of you, group number 4, Spirit is just not going to let unprepared people be in your world. So, this person had to do their due diligence to even get an audience with you. That's what I'm hearing. And for some of you, this could be a person from the past. Doesn't have to be. But if it is, you both will reflect on, because look, that 5 of coins is coming out here. So you may be surprised to hear, like, this is a person from the past that was going through some pretty significant struggles, but they made it out. They became the high priestess in their life, meaning they learned how to trust their gut, their intuition, and they became, a Queen of Wands. Out of all of this, they became a Queen of Wands. And if this is you, you became a Queen of Wands. If this is them, they became, that energy of being able to, like, warrior through life, being able to, definitely good looking, sexy, though. Those are wand kind of stuff. But this is someone who draws and manifests, and they've learned how to do that. They've worked really hard to learn how to do that, to shape their life into the life that they've wanted. And I think that's what's going to bring you both together. Because if I look at this from the bottom of the deck, I'm seeing the King of Cups and I'm seeing Queen of Wands, counterparts right there. Someone is going to be so nurturing, so kind. So different from what this other person has had to encounter a lot of their lives, a lot of challenges, a lot of roadblocks, a lot of personality difficulties with other people, sometimes with themselves. And when they meet this King of Cups, and they've turned, actually Spirit is saying, no, this person turned into a King of Cups, turned into someone who started to understand their life from a different perspective. Again, if this needs to switch, you switch it. If this is you, it's you. But you had to learn how to turn even around some of your behavioral patterns, some of your mental health patterns, to become this nurturing, loving, kind, compassionate person. This person, it's the school of hard knocks that has really put them upright in their life. And so when they meet this Queen of Wands, it's on. It's on like Shaka Khan, okay? Because you are all that they want. The whole package. There's something feisty about you. There's something passionate about you. You go after what you want. You sit at the pinnacle of your success. This person loves everything about you. And there's something that's connecting you both deeper. And for many of you, it's this ancestor line. I'm going to share this with you. It's very specific, but for some of you, your ancestors brought you together. They may have been like, listen, especially if it's like a New Zealand, Australian thing, your ancestors could be like, listen, I don't know about these colonial lines, but our people have come together and communed together, and there might have been a deep, ancient ancestral connection between your two families. And that connection is bringing you both together now. Spirit is saying to do this. Like you are the line. You're the progeny. You're the progeny here. And both of you, let's ask, because I'm kind of curious, like, what are you both, I mean, yeah, it's great that you both are coming together for a relationship, but I wonder, your earth angels. Earth angels are here doing some earthly work, so what are you both going to do together, Spirit? Just give me a couple of cards, Spirit. You are both, look at that. Spirit said this is the only card I need. Wow. Look at this card, you all. Take a screenshot. I hope you could see it without a lot of reflection. You both are going to be doing something. You guys are going to fight for something. You're going to fight for this earth. You're going to fight for a new time that's coming into fruition. There's a snake coming out of an egg. There's a huge transformation, something that you all are going to help bring to fruition. And it most definitely has to do with the earth. It's weird because I really feel like you both will be doing this through some kind of prayer or meditation. Some kind of contemplative practice, as well as one that is very science-based, logical, or communicating that way. I'm getting so many different scenarios, but I'm also getting one where you both, there's something you both are doing with the mind, the intellect, the imagination, dreams. There's a lot here. You all have some kind of spiritual okay. Okay, I'm a little slow, but Spirit's like, this is an indigenous practice. You both are going to merge together, bring together, teach each other. Wow. That's deep. That's a whole nother reading, group number 4. Let me know if this is resonating in any way. Can you let me know? I really feel like every group in this reading has revealed some important aspect to this Earth's healing, just outside of the romance part. So, you all, if you resonated with any part of this reading, could you give me a thumbs up? And if you like the way that I read and you want to stay connected, could you please subscribe and then click the bell, because then you get notified when I upload new readings. If this is where we part, group number 3, you have a deep relationship, either here right now or coming into your future. Whatever it is, thank you so much for the work that you're doing, you and your partner. It's amazing, amazing work. All right, my honeys, I'll leave you here. Take care.